Hey guys, welcome back to the Sal Pitera channel, and today we're going to do things a little bit differently. First of all, we're using the Gopro Fusion 360 degree camera. That means you can literally look entirely around the room simply by turning your phone or using your finger on the screen and just kind of swiping it along. It has a 360 degree view, and today we're going to show you our offices where I film my videos, where I live with my family. A lot of people have asked to see where we film, what it's like, as well as what equipment we use, and we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about another question that I get regularly is, how can my wife and I afford so many cruises? Well, we're going to talk about that as well and show you some of the equipment that we use to make of our videos, and we're going to do all that right now. So let's start with one of the biggest questions I get, not only from you guys on YouTube, but also from just friends that know I cruise so much, is how can we afford to go on so many cruises? And it's really simple. First of all, cruising is not very expensive. You can go on a cruise for literally about $100 a night, which is about the same as going to a local hotel, not even a 5-star hotel. And of course, that's going to include your cruise, your food, your entertainment, just about everything you want to do on board. So in general, cruising isn't that expensive. But for me and my wife, it goes a little bit differently. We decided long ago that for us, rather than get each other expensive gifts throughout the year, on birthdays and Christmas and all that good stuff, and we still do exchange some gifts that are from the heart, but rather than the big elaborate shows of affection, we've decided in our lives it's going to be more about experiences, things we experience together. And for us, rather than those big elaborate gifts, we would rather experience the world. Because our theory is nobody on their deathbed says, hey man, I really wish I had got that new TV. No, but do people say, hey, I really wish I would have went to Paris. I really wish I would have went on that cruise, and just experienced the personal time together that really lasts an absolute lifetime. And that's how we do it. We save our pennies when we come home from a day's work or from a day at whatever we're doing. Any $1 bills less than a 5 that we have, as well as change, we put in a bucket, and we use that money as spending money on our cruises. And we're fortunate enough that because of your audience and because of you folks, most of our cruise fare is actually paid for our YouTube channel, which is nice because we're able to make those videos and get them back to you. So I hope that explains how we're able to afford our cruises. Again, it really doesn't cost that much. Now again, this is a 360 degree camera, so you can literally just take your camera and turn your body, and you'll be able to see all the way around the room that we're sitting in. I'll back up in a second and I will let you see the room we're in now is pretty much my office space. This is where I actually edit videos and get all of my work done on a day-to-day basis. I love it because it has the sofa right in front of it. So if there's family here in the room, I can see and talk to them. It's also got the TV right in front of me, and I can watch TV if I want during the downtime. I'm going to get up and walk, and we'll go over to our studio, which is where we make the film. And on the way, we'll stop at a couple other locations in our home as well. So this, if I back away, you'll be able to say this is my actual studio. This is where I make the films, edit films, pretty much check my statistics on YouTube and all the good stuff. And then this is our living room, where me and my wife spend most of our quality time together when, you know, we're not upstairs in the bedroom. God, she's gonna kill me for saying that. This is also where the house star lives. You probably have seen him in lots of my video. That is Moscato. Say hi, Moscato. Can you touch your nose? Got your nose. Got your nose. No, we're not going to play. He's not very talkative this morning. It is pretty early in the morning here that I'm making this video. This is my wife's workstation. Usually it's a little larger than this, but we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, and when we do Thanksgiving, we have about 20 people here in the house. So this whole downstairs room, all the furniture will go in a couple of weeks for Thanksgiving Day, and we'll turn this into one giant L-shaped table that family from both sides will come and enjoy a great Thanksgiving dinner. Our house, as you can see, is safari themed. My wife really likes her safari stuff, and believe it or not, even though it is safari themed, most of it comes from in the Caribbean. But as you can see, we travel a lot and take a lot of cruises, and most people think we're wealthy because we're able to do that. But as you can see, we live a pretty normal, down-to-earth lifestyle, not very extravagant. And this is my studio room. This is where I film most of my videos. This room doesn't get all that much use other than filming. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera. Normally we don't have this wooden desk in the middle, but for purposes of this video, it's great because I can set the camera down there and give you guys a second to pan around the room and see all the little details that are in this particular studio. This is also where I house most of my equipment for filming, as well as just things I've accumulated from my travels as I travel around the world. It is where I keep my cameras. We have some great filming equipment here. Some of it is not out at the moment because it's boxed away under that table down there, but almost everything I would need to film, literally any type of film that I want, is in this room. And I just pack it up in those yellow cases down on the floor down there, and we go. So let's start with some of my favorite pieces of equipment that I use. I'm going to use these more and more on board some of my next cruises, but if you don't have one of these, I strongly recommend grabbing one. This is the DJI Phantom 4 Pro Plus. It is an awesome drone. It does shoot in 4K video. Drones are pretty expensive, so it's definitely something that if you buy, you want to learn how to use because they're very easy to crash. That's my dog Bailey if you look down. Hi Bailey. We have 3 dogs here in this house, as well as the bird. Bailey is our older dog. We're not really sure what breeds our dog are. We think she's got some pit bull in her, maybe, or some Rottweiler, rather. Excuse me, not pit bull. Some Rottweiler and a mix of a little bit of Shepherd. We have 2 other dogs that are downstairs sleeping. They were too lazy to get up for the video. One is a German Shepherd. She's a tri-paw, so she only has 3 legs. She was injured a few weeks after she was born, and we had to have a special orthopedic surgeon flown in for about $5,000 to try and save her leg. And unfortunately, it didn't work, and she lost her leg. That dinging you hear, by the way, is actually Moscato downstairs trying to get some attention. So, some other equipment we have throughout the room. I'm just going to walk around. You can follow me just swiping the video as you can rotate it. This is the newest thing that we bought. Got this just the other day. Well, not quite as new as the Fusion that we're filming this camera on, but this is a 3-axis gimbal to hold the new iPhone XS Max, which takes fantastic video. So on our next cruise, we're going to bring this. And what the Osmo does is basically you hold your phone in it like this. It's not on right now because there's no camera, so it's not going to show you, but it holds the camera completely steady as you're walking along. If you know what a Steadicam is, it pretty much takes the effect of a Steadicam. So as I'm going up and down steps and walking, you don't see the camera jostling all the time. So that should be a pretty good addition on our next cruise we have coming up here in a couple of months. And we plan on vlogging that entire cruise, not only with the Osmo and the 4K camera that's on the new iPhone, but we're also going to bring the big camera, and I'm also going to bring this 360-degree GoPro Fusion that you're watching now, and I plan on making a 360-degree tour of the entire ship as well. So, just some of the other things in the room that we keep on hand. Lots of batteries for the drone. We have our little battery center over here. This is a neat little tool. You can use it for either the iPhone or you can use it for really even the big camera, and it's basically an egg timer, but it holds your camera real smooth, and as it spins, you're actually making a 360-degree time-lapse video, which is really nice. This is just decoration. She's about 100 pounds. If you notice on the desk downstairs, we have a little version of her. We actually gave her away on our 10,000 subscriber video, but the person we gave her to was nice, and he asked, he really didn't have a need for her, so he asked if you could have a gift certificate to a restaurant too, so we did that, which is why we still have the little one downstairs. Behind you we have the boom microphones, monopod, just some things to help us out. I do shoot all kinds of other things as well in still photography, shoot a lot of weddings. I used to be a crime reporter of all things, so I shot a lot of crime, and we use Nikon cameras pretty much for that, and just some holders down below to steady your cameras out. But this is the office that we film in, and we really appreciate you watching our videos. Got these in the mail the other day, and I put them on the table to let you know that you really don't need to have all of these in order to go on a cruise. By the way, these are fake movie money, so they're prop money, they're not real. But cruising, as I said in the beginning of the video, cruising, if you haven't cruised yet, cruising is not very expensive at all. It's definitely a great way to go on a vacation. If you've been thinking about going on a cruise and you really haven't bit the bullet, I will give you some advice. First, the biggest problem with getting people to go on a cruise is just getting them to say yes. I can't tell you how many family and friends who know I'm a cruise expert tell me everything from I don't want to be stranded on a boat, I think I'm going to get seasick, there's not going to be anything to do on board. There's just so many reasons to not go on a cruise psychologically in your head if you haven't taken one. But I'm telling you, I tell all of my friends and family that the biggest problem with cruising is that it gets very expensive. And what I mean by that is once you do it once, you love it so much that you're going to want to do it over and over and over again. There's a reason why the cruise lines have guarantees that you'll like the vacation or they'll fly you home at their expense and give you your money back, because they know it is extremely rare that anyone's going to use it. Excuse me for 1 second. I started this timer that makes this video and well, now it's driving me nuts. So we're going to hopefully stop that. Hopefully that will stop clicking in a second. So just a couple of quick things before we recap. I believe as of this video, we have hit 15,000 subscribers, or we're really close to 15,000 subscribers. And first, I wanted to say thank you for that. I appreciate it very much, more than you could possibly imagine. If you have not subscribed and you'd like to, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to YouTube. Hit the little subscribe button down below. Also hit that little bell notification. That automatically updates you whenever we upload a new video. And not all of our videos are like this. This was more of a test video to test this new camera before I bring it live on board a cruise ship. And I do have something that I am giving away. If we hit 500 likes on this video, and we get at least 50 people that share this video on their social media page, I'm going to be giving away a picture of the brand new Carnival Horizon. Now, this was not made on my printer. This is actually one of the initial pictures that they gave away during the inaugural sailing of the cruise. So it is special, and I'm giving it away for free. All you have to do is like this video, so hit the little thumbs up button, share it on your social media page. Again, if we get 1,000 likes and 100 shares, we're going to change it to 100 shares, which means you have to share it somewhere on your Facebook, on your Twitter, and also make a comment down below. I will randomly pick from the comments below and we'll send you out this great picture of the Carnival Horizon.